कौशिकोऽनन्तरङ्गार्यश्चिरं भुवि निस्तात्मीयभ्रमरप्रदगुरो वैराग्यभाग्यो ददौ वेदान्तां प्रसारवन्तमनघात् श्रीश्रीनिवासात् गुरोः श्रीशैलान्वयकौस्तुभस्थितयं श्रेयोनिजय श्रीनिधेः वन्दे साधुकटाक्षकेडिलयं श्रीकृष्णसुदेशिकं श्रीनारायणयोगीन्द्रवरदारिकृपाश्रयं रङ्गेशपादविनतं श्रीनिवासमुनिं भजे। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं जगतेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे जगदातं तपोनिधिं पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन कृतितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। Offering my pranamams to all the Bhagavatas in this satsanga, I shall resume the next class. In the last class, we were seeing the last part of the Bhashya, where Nacha aneka upachayatmaka atma upalabhyate sarvatra dehe aham idam janami iti dehat anyasya pramatrataya ekarupena upalabdhehe. So, establishing the swarupa of Atma, where it is primarily the Atman is known as a Pramatru, one who knows. So, he has the knowership, the enjoyership, Yatritva, Bhoktritva, and the doership, Kartritva, etc. So, he is primarily known as a knower. So, the Deha, which is inert, Achetana, does not have knowership. So, that is one primary difference. How Atman is known, is always known as a Pramatru, was explained in detail. Continuing from there, the remaining part of the Bhashya for that Shloka, Nacha Deha Deheiva Pradesha Bhede Pramatuhu Akara Bheda Upalabhyate. So, the same thing is being told in a different way here. The Dehas, which are made of Panchabhutas, the difference related to the respective bhutas, the elements, such as Prithvi, Ap, Tejas, etc., is seen in various parts of the body. For example, the skin, the blood, the muscle, etc. And such a thing cannot be seen in the Pramatru, who is the Atma. So it is also told in the Shruti as Kritsnaha Prajnanaghana Eva in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So he is Prajnanaghana, he is completely made of jnana, consciousness. So that is what is told. So the Akara Bheda, or it may also mean that the Deha has got Pani, Pada, etc., hands and legs, etc., such as the positional differences. So the Akara Bheda is not there for Pramatru, who is the Atman. So Bhashyakarar summarizes the last shloka, the Bhashya of the last shloka, which is Antavantaime Dehaha Nityasyoktaha Sharirnaha Anashino Aprameyasya Tasmat Buddhyasva Bharata. That shloka, the Bhashya we were actually seeing. So the last part of the Bhashya, Ataha Ekarupatvena Anupachayatmakatvat Pramatratvat Vyapakatvacha Atma Nityaha Dehastu Upachayatmakatvat Sharirinaha Karma Phalabhogarthatvat Anekarupatvat Vyapyatvacha Vinashi. So in this part of the Bhashya of the Shloka Antavantaime Dehaha, Bhashyakara summarizes for easy understanding 4 reasons, that is the Hetu for establishing the Nityatva of Atma and Vinashitva of the body, Deha. As told in the 2 shlokas, Avinashit Tadvidhi, Yena Sarvamidam Tatam, that one, and Antavanta Ime Deha. These 2 shlokas, the Atma Swarupa and Deha Swarupa, as told in the 2 shlokas, Bhashyakara is summarized in this. Ekarupatvena anupachayatmakatvat pramatritvat vyapakatvacha atma nityaha. So Ekarupa, and being Ekarupa, he is not upachayatmaka. That is, you cannot, there is no changes in the body such as growth, etc., in the Atman such as growth, etc. So it is anupachaya atmaka. He is niravayava. It is also, it is because it is niravayava and Ekarupa. So Ekarupatvena anupachaya atmakatvat. So the Atman is not having any parinama such as growth, etc., because he is niravayava, partless, and pramatritvat, that is, he is a knower, and vyapakatvat, he is one who pervades the chetana, the body. So because of these reasons, the hetus, Atma is eternal, nitya. Whereas the body, dehastu, upachayatmakatvat, the body is always changing, and it is growing, shrinking, etc. And it is meant for shariradaha karma phala bhogarthatvat. It is meant for the enjoyment of the fruits of the karma of the Atman, that is Shariri, Aneka Rupatvat, and it is also Avayavi. It is not Niravayava, it is Savayava, and Vyapyatvat, it is one which is pervaded. So the one which is pervaded is Sthula, and one which pervades is Sukshma. So these hetus are summarized here in this part of the Bhashya. And here, so Deha is Upachayatmaka, being Aneka Rupa, and it is meant for Shariri's Karma Phala Bhogartha, and it is Vyapya. Atma is Anupachayatmaka, being Ekarupa, Pramatru, and Vyapaka. These are the hetus for establishing the Nityatva of the Atman and the body. That body is not Nitya. So Deshika analyzes here in Tatparya Chandrika a little bit more, and how all these hetus that are told in these shlokas, whether they are valid. And finally, he gives, establishes all these things and say, there are, what is the use of knowing this? He lists 8 prayojanas, the uses of establishing these facts about the body and the Atman, Deha and the Atma. The Anumanas, the first prayojana, according to him, is the Anumanas that establish the Nityatva of Atma are possible with the Vyatireka Vyapti Pradarshana. That is, by showing that Deha is not Nitya, we can establish the Nityatva of Atma. That is, Yat Shastradhina Vinasham Tat Savayavam Yatha Shariram. This is the Anumana Prayoga. This is as per the Nyaya Shastra. Yat Shastradhina Vinasham, that which gets destroyed, being under the control of weapons, etc. That is Savayavam, that is having parts. Yatha Shariram, the Drishtanta is just like the body. Whereas Atman is not, it cannot be destroyed by weapons, etc., because it is more Sukshma than that, and it is Vyapaka, whereas Shastra and other things are Vyapyas. And so that is Nitya, that is one of the Prayojanas. The second one is, from that only the Viruddha Dharmas, the opposing attributes of the opposite attributes of the Deha and Atma are shown. And thereby the Bheda between Deha and Atma is also established by knowing the Nityatva of the Atma and Anityatva of the body. And the power of, and the third Prayojana is that there are the effects of the Shastra, weapons and other things can be eliminated by using some medicines, etc. And whether it is possible to attain Nityatva because of that. So the doubt, any doubt that just because the hurts that are created by the weapons and other things, and people in the war they may become unconscious, etc. But by giving them some medicine and other things, they are revived. So whether by this kind of things is possible to attain Nityatva, so that is removing such a doubt is a third use. That answer is that no, by nature the body is Anitya and Atman is Nitya. And the fourth Prayojana according to him is the establishing the Nasha and the causes of the Nasha, of the Deha, helps one to get Vairagya in one's own body. That the body is Anitya and it will get destroyed by weapons and other things. And so by establishing because it is Upachayatmaka and it is Savayava, all these things if you establish, and it will also lead to Vairagya in one's own body. The next Prayojana is that other bodies are also Anitya just as one's body. So Arjuna kills someone, let us say, and gets a feeling that only because of him the other person got killed. And it is not true, because whether Arjuna kills him or not, the other person's Deha is Anitya. It has to be destroyed by some reason or other. So the destruction and its cause are not Arjuna alone who is causing it. But by nature, bodies are non-eternal, and hence it will remove Swatantra Kartrutva Abhimana. So the feeling that I am only responsible for killing this person is that kind of a Abhimana, Swatantra Kartrutva Abhimana, is also eliminated by knowing this kind of the nature, the real nature of the Atman and the body. And when there is a reason for destruction, the body will definitely get destroyed. By knowing this, one can also know that if one does karmas without desire for fruits, the causes of the bodies, which is karma, will end, and the connection with the body can be destroyed. So that is also another reason. The reason for if you know that the body will definitely get destroyed, by nature it is one that will get destroyed. And what is the reason why the body has come? It is because of for enjoying the fruits of the karma that one Atman has done. And if the karmas are not there, that means the connection with the body also should not come. So by knowing such a thing, one can put some efforts to make sure that the connection with the bodies are going to be destroyed forever. So that is the karmavasana vinashi. So whenever the karmas end, the body, connection with the body also goes. So every body that Atman gets is due to because of enjoying the fruits of, whether it is good or bad, the fruits of the karmas that the person has done, the Atman has done. So when the karmas get eliminated or completely destroyed, the connection with the body also should go completely. So by knowing such a thing, one can put effort to go in that direction. And the seventh prayojana, according to him, is not getting grief, knowing that by nature Deha is Nashvara. So elimination of Shloka, or removing of Shloka, is another prayojana. And one has to engage in means which will liberate one from samsara, is the eighth use. That is Atyantika Karma Bandhanasha. So that is forever getting removed. So by reducing, by not doing, we have in the karmas, there are many parts of the karma, and there is abhyupagata, anabhyupagata, sanchita karma, etc. And what is going to come, agami karma and all that. So the agami karma is something which is under the control of the Atman, where the person can put efforts to remove the effects of the karmas that one is doing. So the agami karma can be eliminated, whereas sanchita karma will still remain. So one can put efforts to do the means, to follow the means like bhakti yoga or prapatti, where the sanchita karmas also can be removed, and there can be an atyantika karma bandhanasha, that is forever one can get rid of the karmas, karma bandhas, and attain moksha. So these are all the prayojanas of knowing. Why should one know the difference between the nature of the Atman and the Deha, etc.? That Atman is eternal and Deha is not eternal and Anitya, and Atman comes into contact with the Deha, with the body, only to enjoy the fruits of the karma. And if the karmas are not there, this connection will also be not there, and Atma can get liberated. So all these things are to be known, and that is the prayojana of knowing all this. So tasmat dehasya vinasha swabhavatvat atmano nityatva swabhavacha ubhau api na shokasthanam iti shastrapadadi parushasparshan avarjaniyan swagatan anyagatamsya dhairyena sodhva. This is the last part of the Bhashya. Amritatva praptaye anabhisammita palam yuddhakhyam karma arabhasva. So Bhashyakara is making very clear the meaning of the shloka here. Tasmat dehasya vinashya subhavatvat atmano nityatva subhavatvacha ubhau apina shokasthanam. So this part explains the meaning of the Mula shloka. Tasmat yudhyasva bharata. Where Shastrapatadi Parushasparshan. So because the reason because of that, knowing that the Deha is Vinasha Subhava, by nature it is one which gets destroyed, and Atma by nature is eternal, both are not to be grieved. So Ubhau Apina Shokasthanam iti Shastrapatadi Parushasparshan Avarjaniyan. So what was taught in Matra Sparshasta Kaunteya and the next shloka Yamhinavyathendete Purusham Purusharshava, these two shlokas, that one has to tolerate the dualities such as Shita, Ushna, etc. to get Amritatva Rupa Phala is being told here. Shastrapadadi Parushasparshan Avarjaniyan. Just because it is it cannot be controlled and it cannot be avoided, and those things, and Swagatana Anyagatamscha. So here the Swagatan Anyagatamscha means Swagata means that which is coming as part of the duty that one is doing, the karmas that one is doing, that is Swagata Dukkha. Anyagata is coming from outside or due to other people getting killed, etc., or which are Avarjaniya, Shita, Ushna, etc., which are coming. All those things have to be tolerated. Dhairyena Sodhva. The Swagata Dukkha is Dukkha that is part of the karma that is being done. For example, one is doing a yaga and there Yajna Pashu and other things has to be offered. So there could be some dukkha because of that. So that has to be tolerated, etc. And then in a Dharma Yuddha, the Shatru, Hanana and other things are going to come. So these are all Swagata Dukkhas which have to be tolerated and which are outside also, Shita, Ushna, etc. Shastrapatadi Parushasparshan, Avarjaniyan, Swagatan, Anyagatamscha. So we may also get hurt, others may also get hurt. So these are all part of the karma that one is doing, that is the Dharma Yuddha, which is part of the Varnashrama Dharma. So they have to be tolerated, and Amritatva Praptaye, to show that the war that is being waged for it is not to be done for undesired lowly fruits such as the kingdom, getting kingdom or its enjoyments, etc. But one has to do it with the idea that it is going to lead one to Amritatva Praptaye, and it is not for Kshudra Phalas, undesired lowly fruits such as that of the kingdom or enjoyments, etc. So the fruit that was told in the beginning of this Prakarana is again being told as Amritatva Praptaye, Anabhisamhita Phalam Yuddhakhyam Karma Arabhasva. So the meaning of the word Yudhyasva is given as Yuddhakhyam Karma Arabhasva. That is a clear explanation of the word, the Mula Shloka. Yudhyasva is not just because waging war, which is for some Kshudra Palas, etc., but it is Yuddhakhyam Karma Arabhasva. It's like his Varnashrama Dharma, and he has to do it without any desire for fruits therein, and it can lead one to Amritatva. So Anabhisammita Palam Yuddhakhyam Karma. So Yudhyasva means you wage the war without desire for fruits, and it is to be done as a karma that has to be Varnashrama Dharma, and from that point of view it has to be started. So that is the conclusion of the 18th shloka, the Bhashya of the 18th shloka, which is Antavanta ime dehaha nityasyokta sharirinaha anashino aprameyasya tasmat yudhyasva bharata. The 19th, going to the next shloka, Yenam vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhautau na vijanito nayam hanti na hanyate. Ya enam vetti hantaram, yaha enam hantaram vetti yascha enam hatam manyate ubhautau na vijanitaha ayam na hanti na hanyate. Nayam hanti na hanyate. Ya enam hantaram vetti, one who thinks that he is the cause or means for killing this Atman. Yascha enam hatam manyate. One who thinks that the Atman is the one who is killed. Enam means Atmanam. Hatam manyate. The Atma is the one who is killed. Or enam hantaram veti. Atma is the one who is killing. Ubhautau na vijanitaha. That is the normal meaning, but Bhashyakara gives a little bit more special meaning for this shloka. Ubhautau na vijanitaha. Both these are not knowledgeable in this matter. They do not know the correct meaning. Ayam na hanti na hanyate. The reality is that because the Atman does not kill and he does not get killed. So the reality is that Atman is not killed and Atman is not the killer. So if somebody thinks that Atman is the one who is killing or Atman is the one who is getting killed, they do not know reality. So that is the meaning of the shloka. The bhashya for this is Enam ukta swabhavam atmanam prati hantaram hananahetum kamapi yo manyate yaschainam kenapi hetuna hatam manyate tau ubhau na vijanitaha uktaihi hetubihi asya nityatvadeva ayam hananahetuhu na bhavati ataeva cha ayam atma na hanyate hanti dhatuhu api atmakarmakah sharira viyoga karana vachi na himsyat sarvabhutani brahmano na hantavyah ityadinyapi shastrani avihita sharira viyoga karana vishayani. This is the bhashya. Enam mukta swabhavam atmanam prati. So what was told in the shloka, avinashitu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam, and what is going to be told later as nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dahati pavakaha. These things that shastras cannot kill, the weapons cannot kill, and atmans cannot get killed, is being told here by way of condemning those who know it otherwise. That is, if somebody thinks that atman can be killed or atman is the one who is killing, etc. So that is condemning that. Is the shloka is meant for that. That those people do not have the right knowledge. So here the special meaning given by Bhashyakara for enam veti hantaram is enam means ukta swabhavam atmanam prati. The word prati is to remove the doubt that enam and hantaram, there is no samanadhikaranya here. That is not the meaning that is meant here. Though it can be told, but here the meaning that of this particular shloka, depending on the prakarana and what is going to be being taught here, the meaning of enam hantaram, it's not in the context of samanadhikaranya, but ukta swabhavam atmanam prati. So the meaning of that is enam atmanam prati hantaram. See, with respect to this atma, who is the killer? So it is not just the atma is the killer, but with respect to the atma, any reason, for any reason, whatever it is, shastra and other things, which can be considered to be the means for killing an atman. That is hantaram hananahetum kamapi yo manyate. Hananahetu means the reason for killing, one that which is responsible for killing. Hananahetu. So kamapi yo manyate. It is not just the atma, but anything that is the means for killing the atma. So nothing can be the means. Nainam chindanti shastrani, that is going to be told later, that weapons cannot kill an atman, etc. So whatever be the reason, the means, if one thinks that any of these things can be reasons for killing an atma, that means that person does not have the right knowledge. So hantaram, enam hantaram is not just the atman alone here, but anything cannot be the cause of killing the atman, the hetu. Hantaram hananahetum amapi yo manyate. That is the meaning of hantaram here. Yaschainam kenapi hetuna hatam manyate. That is, by any means, if somebody thinks that atman is killed, by any means, tau ubhau na vijanitaha, tau ubhau na vijanitaha. Both of them do not have the right knowledge. So among chedana and other hetus, anything cannot be the cause of killing the atman is the exact meaning here. So why Bhashyakara has told this here very clearly is being explained in Tatparya Chandrika by Vedanta Deshika. which we have to understand why that prati ukta swabhavam atmanam prati hantaram hanana hetum kamapi. Why should Bhashyakara explain it like this and not just say Atman by Hantaram? Yenam Hantaram means there's, thinking that the Atman is the one who is the killer is not the meaning here. But with respect to the Atman, anything such as a weapon, etc., whatever hetus are there, none of these are the causes of killing the Atman. Hantaram Hanana hetum kamapi is the actual meaning. Hanana hetum kamapi. Anything is not the reason for, cannot be the means for killing the Atman has been explained. That is because what was told also as earlier, Vinasham avyayasya nakaschit kartumarhati. Here the word kaschit in earlier, Vinasham avyayasya asya na kaschit kartumarhati. Kaschit is addressed as kamapi here. So tad vyatiriktaha nakaschit padarthaha vinasham kartumarhati was the bhashya in the earlier shloka. So apart, other than the Atman, nakaschit padarthaha, any other object cannot be vinasham kartumarhati, cannot destroy the Atman because it is eternal. So it is also the explanation, that is the upabrahmana of the Katavalli Shruti, that is in Katopanishad, hanta chen manyate hantum, ataschen manyate hatam, ubhav tauna vijanito, nayam hanti nahanyate. It's in Katopanishad. So this is the upabrahmana for that. That is Upabrahmana is which explains in detail Vishadikarana, that is Upabrahmana. So that Shruti is commented upon and Deshika observes here that that particular mantra of Katopanishad, Hanta chen manyate hantum, Hataschen manyate hatam, ubhav tauna vijanito, nayam hanti nahanyate, has been taken as the Vishayavakya for Kartradhikarana and explained there by Bhashyakara in Brahma Sutras. In the second adhyaya, third pada, there is a sutra which explains the jnatritva, kartritva, etc. of the Atman. The Brahma Sutra, Karta Shastra Arthavatvat, there is a Brahma Sutra. He says Atma is Karta, that is he has doership, kartritva. He is a doer. Why he is a doer? Because the hetu is Shastra Arthavatvat. That is, Shastras are meaningful. Shastra Arthavatvat. Arthavatva means they are meaningful. That is, the Shastras tell a person to do a lot of things and not to do a lot of things. So, whatever it is being ordained by the Shastra, that is Vihita by Shastra, Vidhi and Nisheda. Shastras are full of, the Vedas are full of Vidhi and Nisheda. That is, the Veda says you have to do this, you have to do this, and you should not do this, etc. So, if Atman does not have doership, then the Shastra will become meaningless. Because if Shastra is telling somebody, do this, and if that person does not have a doership at all, then Shastra will become meaningless. So, because Shastra has got meaning, and it has to be used, Shastra Arthavatvat, Karta, Atma is a doer. This is the meaning of the Brahma Sutra. So in that, the Purva Paksha for that Brahma Sutra has been told as where to negate Kartrutva for the Atman. So that Bhashyakarar has commented upon there that we accept the Kartrutva for the Atman. But he is not killed or does not kill because Atman is Nitya is the message. So that is in this mantra. That is in our Siddhanta. So it is not talking about whether Atman has Kartrutva or not here. So the context here we have to understand is that it is not talking about whether Atman has doership or not, but it is talking about the Nityatva of the Atman. And because Atman is Nitya, he cannot be killed by any means, and he is also not the killer and things like that. Any means cannot be the cause for killing the Atman, the reason for killing the Atman, and things like that. So it is not talking about Kartrutva here. And is it not proper to say Hanana Hetum Kamapi? Is it proper? There is also an objection which can arise. Bhashyakara has commented here as Hanana Hetum Kamapi. Hantaram means the Hanana Hetu. Hetu means the reason, the Karana for killing. Hanana Hetum Kamapi. Instead of Samanadhikaranya Yenam Hantaram. Why should we not do that? So that is justified by Deshika also in the Vyakhyana. Yaduktam hanta chen manyate ityadina Hanana Kriyayam Akartrutvam Atmanah Shruyate. He says there is Hanana Kriyayam Akartrutvam. That is, when you say Hanta Chen Manyate Hatam, Hanana Kriya, Atma does not have a Kartrutva. Is that the meaning that is being heard here? Tad Atmano Nityatvena Antavyatva Abhavat Uchyate. Because Atmas are Nitya, it is, he cannot be killed. Because of that reason only it is told, and it is not to negate Kartrutva for the Atman itself. So Atman is a doer. That is a Siddhanta, that Atman has Kartrutva. And Atman has Kartrutva because if he does not have, Shastras will become meaningless. And the Shastra is all full of Nishita Karmas and Vihita Karmas, Vidhi, Nisheda, Vakyas. So if Atma does not have Kartrutva, and who is it going to ordain to do anything? Shastra. So Atma's Kartrutva is established in Brahma Sutras also, and here what is being discussed is, it is because of the Nityatva of the Atman that he cannot be killed, and anything cannot be the cause of killing him. So that is what is being explained here. So that is how the meaning of Hanana Hetum Kamapi is being told by Bhashyakarar, and he has not taken Samanadikaranya here, and that is what is being made very clear in Tatparya Chandrika. Asya atrahi yasya kasyapi hetoho Atmahanana hetutvam nasti ityuktam. This is in Tatparya Chandrika. Tatha sati Atmanopi Atmana hetutvam nasti iti uktam bhavati. Evam cha atra Samanyoktasya Visheshanishtatam Abhyupetya Uktam Sharirake. This is in the Tatparya Chandrika. Shariraka means Brahma Sutras. Shariraka Sutras they are called. So in Shariraka Sutra, Bhashyakarar has told that, there he has told Atman does not, the Brahma Sutra Bhashya, Atman does not have Kartrutva in the Hanana Kriya, was told as a special case of what is told in generally here, that by means of any reason Atman cannot be destroyed because he is Nitya. Because Atman cannot be destroyed by anything, he himself also will not become the cause of destruction. So that is a special case. That is, a weapon or anything cannot destroy an Atman. Just because Atman is Nitya and eternal, because anything cannot destroy him, the Atman himself also cannot destroy him. So that fact of the Atman cannot destroy an Atman was told as a special case in Brahma Sutra Bhashya, and whereas here it is told as general case that anything cannot be the cause of destruction of the Atman, both because of the reason that Atman is Nitya. So it is not addressing the Kartrutva, and there is no Virodha between Sutra Bhashya, Brahma Sutra Bhashya, and the Bhashya that is given in Gita Bhashya here. That is being observed and made very clear in Tatparya Chandrika, that according to the Prakarana, it is told as Samanya Vishaya here. That is in general, that anything cannot be the cause of destruction of an Atman because he is Nitya. So that is something which we have to understand here, which has been explained in great detail in the Tatparya Chandrika. And the aspect that an Atman also cannot kill another is told separately in the 21st Shloka, Veda Vinashanam Nityam. In that Shloka is also made more clear. So that is the meaning of that Enam Veti Hantaram. Yashchayenam Manyate Hatam. Hantaram Hanana Hetum Kamapi Yo Manyate. Yashchayenam Kenapi Hetuna Hatam Manyate. Tau Ubhau Na Vijanitaha. By any reason, any cause, he cannot be killed. So one cannot think like that. So Uktaihi Hetubihi Asya Nityatvad Ayam Hanana Hetuhu Nabhavati. This is Bhashya. Atayevacha Ayam Atma Nahanyate. So by the causes as already told, Uktaihi Hetubihi, because the reasons already established, Nityatvad because he is eternal, he is Nitya only. Ayam Hanana Hetuhu Nabhavati. He will also not become the cause of killing. Atayevacha Ayam Atma Nahanyate. So here Ayam Hanana Hetuhu, Ayam Atma, the usage of Ayam is in accordance with Nayam Hanti, Nayam Hanyate in the Mula Shloka. And the first one is to show Kartrutva and the second one to show Karmatva. That is, he cannot become the object, and anything cannot be also the cause or the reason. So he also will not be the cause for destruction. So that is what is being told here. Hanti dhatuhu api atmakarmakaha sharira viyoga karanavachi. Here again there are a lot of objections can come in this part of the Bhashya. Hanti dhatuhu api atmakarmakaha sharira viyoga karanavachi. So the dhatu that is used, Hanti dhatu here, whereas in Hantaram, Hanyate, Hatam, etc., all these words which are coming here, so it is atmakarmaka. By the word atmakarmaka is being told by the Bhashya. Hanti dhatuhu atmakarmakaha. Karma is object, that is the object of killing. That is what is enam hantaram in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So how about the usage? There is a loka, we see the usage manushyam hanti. It is not mere sharira matra hanana vishaya, because we also see usages that such as pitruha, matruha, etc. Pitruha is one who is condemned as a pitruha, means one who has killed his father. Matruha, killed mother, etc. With respect to those who are dead, so people who are living are condemned as he is a pitruha, he is a matruha, etc. And the word manushya, etc. are atma pariyanta in our siddhanta. All the words are giving meaning up to the atma. So the usage like mom jigham sati, he kills me. Mom jigham sati, he kills me, gives the meaning of atman being the object. So the karma for himsa should be chetana only, and how can we explain nayam hanti nanyate? This is the objection. Whenever there is hanana, anti dhatu that is coming here, is it not the object, should not be, is it not the chetana, or is it only the body? How do we explain this? So the dhatu hanti is atma karmaka only. Bhashikara makes it clear that it is atma karmaka. It is having the atma as the object, that he is killing the atma. But the meaning of the killing of the atma has to be interpreted as sharira viyoga karana vachi. That is, it is not telling the destruction of the swarupa of the atman itself, but it is about marana, that is killing. So this is how in Loka and Veda it is widely used. Marana is the nature of separation from the body. That is from the dhatu mrung pranatyage. Mrung pranatyage is the dhatu. That is how the usage is handled, and it is not swarupa nasha but sharira viyoga, which is meant by hanti, hanyate, etc. Though the hanti dhatu is atma karmaka, it can be giving meaning up to the atman, that hanti, manusyam hanti means he kills the person. Means if we say that manushya, the meaning of the manushya is not just the body but the atman with the body. So does it not address the atman also, if there is an objection there? The Bhashikaran makes it clear that hanti dhatu api atma karmakaha sharira viyoga karanavachi. If it can include the atman as the karma, the object of killing, but the killing with respect to the atman is marana, that is pranatyaga, mrung pranatyaga, where it is talking about sharira viyoga karanavachi, that is separation from the body. That is the killing that is meant here. It is not swarupa nasha, because atma is nitya. And that is also given with some examples. Na himsyat sarva bhutani brahmano na hantavyaha ityadinyapi shastrani avihita sharira viyoga karana vishayani. So what about the examples like na himsyat sarva bhutani? So the Shastra says that you should not do himse to anybody, that is any chetana. Sarva bhutani. Bhuta means a chetana with a body is bhuta. So sarva bhutani means any chetana you should not subject to himsa. So it is explained by Bhashikara here that one may assume that whatever it means, whether it is samanya or vishesha, it anyway does nishedha of killing. The Shastra says nahim syat sarva bhutani. That is, nobody should be injured. Any chetana should not be injured. So Shastra is telling that you should not do this. Nishedha of killing is there. So whether it is samanya vishaya or vishesha vishaya, whatever it is, killing is nishedha from the Shastras. So But Bhashyakara makes it very clear that these are all talking about killing, which is allowed as per the Shastra itself. The Shastra also says, Agni Shomiyam Pashumalabheta. That is, a Pashu should be offered to the gods Agni and Soma. Agni Shomiyam Pashumalabheta. So in Yaga, it is told as Yajne Vadhaha Avadhaha. So that is something which is Vihita. That is here, the Bhashya, we have to observe that Sharira Viyoga Karanavachi, when Bhashyakara says that Hanti Dhatu is Sharira Viyoga Karanavachi, that is separation from the body. There are two aspects of Sharira Viyoga Karana, that is separation from the body. One is Vihita Sharira Viyoga Karana, another is Avihita Sharira Viyoga Karana. So Vihita Sharira Viyoga Karana is that which is ordained in the Shrutis, that you have to do this. For example, Agni Shomiyam Pashum Alabheta. That is, you have to offer a Pashu to gods Agni and Soma, where Vihita Sharira Viyoga Karana. There we are separating the Atman from the body there, of the Pashu that is offered in the Yajna. There it is told that that particular Atman will get, the Chetana will get Punya Loka and it is very good, etc. So it is that Himsa is not considered as Himsa, and Nahimsyat Sarva Bhutani does not apply there, because Nahimsyat Sarva Bhutani applies to cases where it is Avihita Sharira Viyoga Karana Vishaya. That is that which is not ordained by the Shrutis. So simply causing injury to somebody or killing somebody for no reason or outside of what is told in the Shastra is Himsa, and it should not be done, what Shastra says. And whereas in a karma that is Varnashrama Dharma, if there is a case where you have to do that, and that is not coming under the purview of Nahimsyat Sarva Bhutani, there it is not considered as Himsa, because it is Vihita Sharira Viyoga. So outside of what is told in the Shastra, like Yajna or... So similarly here, the Yuddha that is Arjuna is supposed to do is Dharma Yuddha, and it is his Varnashrama Dharma, and there it is not considered as Himsa. So what Krishna is teaching Arjuna is that here it is Vihita Sharira Viyoga Karana, what is being told, whereas what is told in the Shastra is Avihita Sharira Viyoga Karana. So that is made clear here in this part of the Bhashya, that one should not think that Hanti Dhatuhu api Atma Karmakaha Sharira Viyoga Karanavachi. First, the meaning of the word Hanti, Hantaram, Hatam, etc., wherever the Hanti Dhatu is coming, it is not Swarupa Nasha of the Atman, because Atman is Nitya. It is separation from the body. And if separation from the body is also, is it not Himsa? Is it not Nishiddha from by the Shastras, that you should not do Himsa, you should not cause injury to somebody, you should not kill somebody? Shastra says Nahimsyat Sarva Bhutani. Then Bhashyakara makes it clear that it is with respect to Avihita Sharira Viyoga Karana Vishayani. That is that which is not ordained by the Shastras. So when it is ordained by the Shastras, one has to do it. When it is not ordained, one should not do. So Nahimsyat Sarva Bhutani is something outside the Shastra. So for no reason somebody should not be injured, etc. Somebody should not be killed, etc. Whereas in what is told in the Shastra, when somebody is doing a Varnashrama Dharma like a Yaga or Dharma Yuddha, etc., depending on their Varna and Ashramas, then that is allowed by the Shastra and that has to be done. So that is being made clear here as Nahimsyat Sarva Bhutani. So Bhashyakara takes this example. Brahmano na hantavyaha ityadini api shastrani avihita sharira viyoga karana vishayani. So one should not kill a Brahmana is when it is avihita sharira viyoga karana. So what is ordained with respect to the Himsa, so that is offering a Pashu in a Yaga or killing a Shatru in a Dharma Yuddha, they are all considered to be Hitatama. And though there is Himsatva here, Shastra says Yajne Vadaha Avadaha. So that is outside of this, one should not do. Killing should not be done. That is the meaning. So Sharira Viyoga Karana, separating from the body. And that is what is being told as Hanti Dhatu here. So that part of the Bhashya makes it, is being explained in Tatparya Chandrika by Vedanta Deshika. giving more clarity. So continuing further to Shloka 20. Najayate mriyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyah ajo nityah shashvatoyam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. So ayam najayate mriyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyah. Ayam kadachit najayate mriyate va. Ayam bhutva bhuyah na bhavita va. Ayam ajaha nityah shashvatah Puranaha Sharire Hanyamane Na Hanyate. That is the Anvaya. Ayam Kadachit Najayate Mriyate Va. Najayate Mriyate Va Kadachit. Ayam Jivatma, that this Jivatma, Kadachit, anytime, Najayate Mriyate Va. He is not born and he does not die. Ayam, this Atma, Bhutva Bhuyaha Na Bhavitava. Having existed, Bhutva is having existed, Bhuyaha again, na bhavitava, cannot be told as not existing in future. Ayam, this Atma, because he is ajaha, is not born. Nityaha is indestructible. Shashvataha exists in the same form all the time. And Puranaha, though he is beginningless, is seen as new always. Purapinavaha. Sharire Hanyamane. Even if the body gets destroyed, na hanyate, he does not get killed. So that is the meaning of the shloka. Najayate mriyate va kadachit na ayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyaha ajaha nityaha shashvataha puranaha ayam na hanyate hanyamane sharire. So the bhashya for this, uktaireiva hetubihi nityatvena aparinamitvat atmano janana maranadayaha sarvayeva achetana deha dharmaha na santi ityuchyate. Tatra jayate mriyate iti vartamanataya sarveshu deheshu sarvaihi anubhuyamane janana marane kadachidapi atmanam na sprishataha nayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyaha ayam kalpadau bhutva bhuyaha kalpante cha na bhavita keshujit prajapati prabriti deheshu Agamena upalabhyamanam kalpadau jananam kalpante cha maranam atmanam na sprishati ityarthaha ataha sarvadehagata atma ajaha ataeva nityaha shashvataha prakritivat avishada satata parinamaihi api na anviyate puranaha purapi navaha sarvada apurvavat anubhavyaha ityarthaha ataha sharire hanyamane na hanyate ayama Atma. This is the Bhashya for this shloka. Uktaireva hetubihi nityatvena. Because of the same reasons which have been told already. Nityatvena aparinamitvat. Because he is nitya, he is unchanging, aparinami. He does not undergo any changes or modifications. So because of that, Atmanaha, Janana Maranadeyaha, Janana and Marana and other things, that is being born and dying, etc. Sarve eva achetana deha dharmaha. They are all the attributes of the deha, which is achetana. Na santi. It doesn't exist for the Atman. So that is the meaning of that. The shloka comes here, comes in our Kathopanishad also. But there in the place of vipaschit, here we find kadachit. So there in the Kathopanishad, najayate mriyate va vipaschit is told. In the here, najayate mriyate va kadachit is told. So that is Sabhipraya here. Deshika notes that kadachit here is more meaningful according to the context here. So this shows that Atman, the different states that the Atman goes through, and he does not have changes or modifications in his Swarupa, and what is happening is only such as they are all found in the body. They are all achetana deha dharma. They are all the attributes or the dharmas of the deha, which is achetana. Uktaireva hetubihi, for the same reasons as told earlier. This is told to remove any doubts that whether there is punarukti with respect to the shloka in Kathopanishad and whether there is pratyaksha virodha. So then a question may arise that with respect to the previous shloka that we saw that enam veti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhau tauna vijanito nayam hanti na hanyate. There. That, but we see in the loka that somebody dies and somebody is born, etc. So how is that pratyaksha virodha? Is there is not pratyaksha virodha? What we see, perceive in this world, is there not a virodha with respect to the pratyaksha? So that is being cleared here. Nityatvena aparinamitvat. Atman is avinashi, and there is absolutely no vikara for Atman. Here, vinasha is also explained with technically the definition of vinasha in our Siddhanta is Purva Avastha Prahana Rupa Namantara Bhajanarha Avasthantara Pattihi. That is the meaning of, that is the explanation given for vinasha. So aparinamitvat, is Atman is avinashi, so he does not undergo any changes, there is no parinama, there is no vikara. And the destruction that is told vinasha, vinasha means leaving the purvavastha, that is the previous state, purvavastha prahana rupa, namantara bhajanarha avasthantara pattihi. That means getting into a state with a new name, new vyavahara, etc., etc. So getting a purvavastha and uttaravastha. So avasthantara patti is only utpatti in our siddhanta. So vinasha is, for example, a pot is broken, a ghata, and it takes the ghatavastha is destroyed and kapalavastha is created. So there, that is what is called as apakshaya. So the same dravya, that is the material, which is created as kapalavastha dravya. So in the same way, the vriddhi, parinama, etc. are to be cited. So this is told as, in the Shruti we say that yena mrunmayena sarvam mritpindena sarvam mrunmayam vijnatam syate. It's told mritiketyeva satyam. So everything is, the dravya is the same, mritika, that is the mud. So if we know mud, the sarupa of mud, everything made of mud can be known. It's being taught in the Upanishads. So mritiketyeva satyam, mritika means mud. So everything is made of mud. It is true as, so the material is same. So ghata becomes kapala, kapala becomes churna, churna becomes rajas. So there is a change in state of the same dravya. So that is avasthantara patti. So the ghata avastha gets destroyed and the kapala avastha is created. Kapala avastha gets destroyed and then the churna avastha is created. So that is how it is. This is being told in detail in the coming shloka, Jatasya Dhruvo Mrityuhu, where Satkaryavada and all those things are described in detail. We shall see those things in that shloka. So by the refuting here Vinashitva, Janana and others are also refuted for the Atman. That is what is aparinamit, nityatvena aparinamitvat, Atmanaha Janana Maranadeyaha, Sarva eva achetana deha dharmaha nasanti. So because Atma is avinashi, for him Janana, Marana and other things are also not there, because Janana, Marana are all they are achetana deha dharmas, and they are, for Atma it does not happen. The word Sarva eva shows here Atmanaha Janana Maranadeha Sarve eva achetana deha dharmaha nasanti. So again there is no punarukti here. The meaning of eva here is to be taken as api. Sarvepi achetana deha dharmaha. So that is how the punarukti is absent in this in this bhashya. Not only hantavyatva, but also apitu janana and maranadeyaha. Not only hantavyatva, apitu janana maranadeyaha. Janana maranadeyaha sarve api achetana deha dharmaha. So the hantavyatva and what was told earlier, janana marana, there is a doubt further that Atman cannot be killed, but we say that somebody is born, somebody dies. So how do we explain this pratyaksha? What we see, perceive in this means, just like because hantavyatva and other things are not there, enam vetti hantaram nishchainam manyate hatam, what was told here, he cannot be killed. Similarly, janana marana are also not there. That is the meaning here. Sarve api achetana deha dharmaha. So janana marana and other things are all the changes in the state. So getting connection with the body, leaving connection with the body, these are all the states are called as janana marana. But in the swarupa, for the Atman, there is no change. So they are all the dharmas, the vriddhi, hrasa, etc., the dharmas of the deha, which is achetana, and So that does not exist for the Atman. So in the Mula Shloka, Hanyamane Sharire is commented as Deha Dharmaha. Hanyamane Sharire is commented by Bhashikar as Achetana Deha Dharmaha. And it indicates Janana, Marana, etc., which are basically Vyavahara Vishaya. So the Hetu for this is because it is Achetana. Deha Dharma is Hanyamane Sharire, that is Janana, Marana, etc. And the reason for that is because it is Achetana, it is not Jnanashraya, it is inert, it is matter. So Arjuna was thinking that Atman has Janana and Marana, and such Deha Dharmas as they are seen in Pratyaksha, and to him Krishna is teaching that the Deha Dharmas such as Janana, Marana, etc. are not there in Atman. So Atman being in a state, coming in connection with the body only is called as Janana, and it is not change in Swarupa of the Atman. So the increase in the increase and decrease are the other things, and the changes that are happening in the body, etc. They are all the dharmas of the Deha, and Janana Marana are also Deha dharmas. It is not Atma dharma. It is Atma is avikari by nature. So the Lord Krishna does teach us this by using the Upanishad mantra itself directly here, Janana Marana, etc. And by clearly distinguishing the attributes of the Atman in the body. He is not refuting the facts of birth and death here, which are of the nature of coming into contact with the body and getting rid of a body. But the word va in the shloka has the meaning of cha. So we have to understand that the Janana Marana and the other things, it is not refuted that there is no Janana or Marana, but Janana Marana are not the dharmas of the Atman, but it is the Deha Dharma. So coming into contact with the body for the Atman is called Janana. So there is no Swarupa Vikara for the Atman there. So that is, it's a Deha Dharma is being told here in the Bhashya. So Tatra Jayate Mriyate iti Vartamanataya Sarveshu Deheshu Sarvaihi Anubhuyamane Jananamarane Kadachidapi Atmanam Nasprishyataha. So Jayate Mriyate iti Vartamanataya Sarveshu Deheshu Sarvaihi Anubhuyamane Jananamarane Kadachidapi Atmanam Nasprishyataha. Bhashikar comments that this birth and death is being thought of in all the bodies by the people, even in the present, and hence there is no punarukti here. Jayate mriyate iti vartamanataya. Vartamanataya means in the being present all the time. Either it can be taken as this was the understanding of people, that he is jayate mriyate, he is born, he dies, etc. All the time it existed like that, and it exists even now. It can be told like that also. So in every body, somebody is born and say that he is born. Somebody dies and say Devadatta has died, etc. So this is the experience of people all the time. Jayate mriyate iti vartamanataya sarveshu deheshu, in all the bodies, that is Deha, Deva, Manushya, Stavara, etc. It can be. Sarvaihi anubhuyamane jananamarane. Everybody experiences the birth and death, like he is born, he is death, etc. These things, kadachidapi atmanam nasprishyataha. It is never addressing the Atman. It doesn't touch the Atman. So people who existed during different times had in those bodies the experiences of the nature of Jayate Amriyate, about birth and death. And that way also Vartamana Nirdesha is proper. So all the times other than beginning of the Kalpa and end of the Kalpa is summarized here by Kadachit, because the beginning of the Kalpa and end of the Kalpa is being told separately. The Kalpa beginning is Brahma's, when Chaturmukha Brahma is born, that is the start of the Kalpa. When Chaturmukha Brahma also gets Vilaya, that is end of the Kalpa. So that is being told separately by Nayam Bhutva Bhavidavana Bhuyaha. So Kadachit includes all the time from, apart from the beginning of the Kalpa and the end of the Kalpa, all the time in between, that everybody's experience in every body is that he is born, he dies, etc., etc. These are all Deha Dharmas, and it does not touch Atman, because Atman is never born. Atman is Nitya, and coming into contact with the body only is being experienced as he is born by everybody. So Nayam Bhutva Bhavitavana Bhuyaha. The meaning of this is, I am Kalpadau Bhutva Bhuyaha Kalpantecha na Bhavita. This is a very special meaning by Bhashikar here. Na ayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyaha. The Anvaya here is to be na bhutva na bhavita is not the Anvaya. Bhutva na bhavita iti na. So there is a subtle difference in the Anvaya that Bhashikar gives here. Nayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyaha. So one can say this as na bhutva na bhavita. That means not having existed, he is not going to be there in future. That is not the meaning here. Bhutva So I'm sorry, there was a power shutdown, and just got it back. And I think we have concluded the session, and we have come to the end of the session today. So Nayam Bhutva Bhavitavana Bhuyaha. I am that particular part of the Bhashya we were seeing. So we shall continue from this in the next class. I shall conclude the class today here and explain this part of the Bhashya in the next class. And thank you very much, and sorry for the slight disturbance in the end. And if there are any questions, you may please ask. Thank you. So if there are no more questions, we shall wind up this class, and I shall continue the Bhashya in the next class. Thank you very much.